Hello, everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Crybaby Podcast. Tekashi 6ix9ine, the rainbow-haired rapper from the States, has recently been released. He was initially arrested back in 2018 under the RICO Act. The RICO Act covers like a plethora of criminal charges. It was brought in like the 1970s to get legit mob mafia bosses, to be able to convict them. Tekashi 6ix9ine was arrested as a part of one of America's criminal organizations, the 9 Trey Gangsta Blood, and he snitched. 6ix9ine became Snitch9 when he threw all of his fellow gang members under the bus just to get his mandatory minimum life sentence that he was facing. He was facing like a minimum of 32 years at the time. He got 30 years knocked off this sentence. He was released early because Tekashi has asthma. And because he's got asthma, he's in a higher risk category for potentially getting COVID. And he's not the only one. They're all trying it. Bill Cosby's trying it. R. Kelly's trying it. So far, the only one that's been successful is Tekashi. So he's been allowed out under house arrest. He's got to stay in his mansion for the next 4 months. We're all under house arrest now. So the fact that he's been able to get out and he's just in the same scenario as everyone else is a bit of a kick in the dick. The rest of his gangster bloods. When he got released, he spunked millions because just before he went into prison, he'd done a huge album deal. He'd signed for an album deal for about 10 million. He got a load of cash up front. So when he got out of prison, he was spending it all on Beamers and G-Wagons and Mercs, all the cool cars that the gangster rappers get, and about $250,000 worth of jewelry as well. And now he's going to be shooting music videos in his garden. The fact that people will still buy his music baffles me, but it doesn't surprise me anymore. Boosie Badass, he was on Vlad TV recently speaking about Tekashi being released. Boosie said that if the 9 Trey Gangsta Bloods don't do anything about Tekashi now that he's out, then they're pussies.
You know, if they don't do something, they pussy. You know, it's just period. You know, you let a nigga like that throw on your way all your people. If y'all don't do nothing, y'all pussy.
I think he's right. For them to keep their reputation, they're probably going to have to do something to him. Surely some sort of action's going to have to be taken against Tekashi. 50 Cent was on Big Boy's Neighborhood. He was asked if he would ever work with Tekashi 6ix9ine. This is his response.
Do you F with Tekashi 6ix9ine if he wanted to record with you?
I wouldn't work with him, man. Right. It's still just, you know, what it is just against the way I grew up. I didn't know, like, I don't think remember I told you I understood why he did what he did. They was doing stuff to him. When you say he's not a gang member or he's not this kind of guy, but you slept with his baby's mother and you was gonna do something to his mother. Tell any traditional kid, tell the actual consumers of music, right? In middle America, that's gonna buy the actual CD, they'll still be hitting the button. The new artists are going to adjust to him. They're going to work with him. Watch, because he'll have some success, and then they'll start to, you'll see people not care so much. It'd be more important to them to have a hit than to stand with that. They go, no, it's just creative.
That's exactly it. These new artists nowadays, all they will care about is having a hit. And it's probably not going to do too much to his reputation. It's probably not going to do too much to his career. As 50 said, people are just probably going to sidestep the issue. As soon as Tekashi wants to do some work with them, as soon as he wants to collab with them, then they're going to just gloss over the fact that he's a snitch. This is another great story that I came across. Looking for stories about Tekashi. There's a 17-year-old Russian kid, in homage to his favourite mumble rapper, he's got himself covered in face tattoos. The state of this kid's face. He looks like he's let his 5-year-old brother go to town with his velvet pen. Every tattoo that he's got, his mum's paid for. He's not even a rapper. He's still at school. At least be a rapper. What sort of job are you hoping to get after this? The reasoning behind why his mum pays for his tattoos is because if she didn't pay for his tattoos, he says, God knows where I would go to get them. These are paid professionals. Mum, stop paying for them. Let him go to these backstreet tattoo artists. I think they'll do a better job. He's got grills. He's wearing grills. How do you take this cunt seriously? Now, on to a much brighter news. UFC 249 is taking place. God bless you, Dana. Dana's been working like an absolute fucking workhorse to try and get this fight off the ground. It's not the fight that we wanted to see. This would have been the 5th time for Ferguson and Khabib trying to get this fight organised. I'm a little scared now. I'm a little scared for Dana to try and rearrange a 6th potential fight, because what the fuck's gonna happen? We've got coronavirus this time. Next time it could be, you know, hellfire, brimstone. I just don't think we should take the chances. But at least we've got Ferguson versus Justin Gaethje. And what an absolute bloodbath that's going to be. 2 absolute brawlers. I hope it stays on the feet. I mean, Justin Gaethje, his background is wrestling. Tony Ferguson, we all know how capable he is on the ground. The Dorse Knight, he'll get you in a Dorse choke from any angle. But I want to see this stood up. I feel like it's still going to go Ferguson's way. He's not lost a fight in 8 years. He just seems to get better and better. His stamina is unbelievable, but this is going to be a fight for the ages. Every fight in this card could be a main event, so we're in for an absolute treat. Next, we've got Henry Cejudo versus Dominic Cruz. This is going to be Dominic Cruz's first fight back since 2016. December 2016 was his last fight against Cody Garbrandt, when he unfortunately lost the title. He's been through bad luck after bad luck with his injuries, Dominic Cruz. He blew his ACL, he tore his groin, he broke his arm. Is ring rust going to be a massive problem? Because Henry Cejudo, he doesn't stop. He's been looking incredible against every opponent he's faced, especially since beating Demetrius Johnson and then beating Dillashaw. I'd love to see Dominic Cruz come back in and win a belt back, but I feel like the time off that he's had is going to play a huge factor in this fight. And I just feel like it's going to play into Cejudo's hands and play to his advantage. But Dominic Cruz, if not, he's been doing an amazing job as a commentator alongside John Anik and DC and Joe Rogan. I mean, he's articulate, he's so well-spoken, he knows the game inside and out. There's no negatives. He's just an amazing bloke. The next fight, Ngannou versus Rozenstruik. Francis Ngannou, since his loss to Stipe and the absolute embarrassment that was him versus Derek Lewis.
My balls was hot.
He's come back with a vengeance. He's put JDS to sleep, Junior Dos Santos. He did the same to Cain Velasquez.
That's it.
So is it going to be the same for Rozenstruik? Rozenstruik is another absolute banger. He didn't do quite as well against Overeem. Obviously, Ngannou sent Overeem into the absolute stratosphere.
To try to get a matchup with Ngannou.
It took Rozenstruik to the closing minutes of the final round to put him away. But when he did, he absolutely rearranged his lip. Any fight with Ngannou is always got the potential of a blink and you'll miss it kind of fight. So keep your eyes open, guys. Jeremy Stevens, Calvin Kattar, Greg Hardy, Jorgen De Castro. They're the other 2 fights on the main card. The prelims, just as exciting, really. Anthony Pettis, Donald Cerrone, Alexei Olenek, Fabricio Verdum, Carla Esparza, Michelle Waterson, Uriah Hall versus Ronaldo Jacare Souza. And for the early prelims, we've got Vincent Luque, Nico Price. Even the early prelims are absolute fire. Bryce Mitchell, Charles Rosser, Ryan Spann, and Sam Alvey. These are going to be the first live events, the live sporting events that we've seen, and we're in for an absolute treat. And going from good fighting news to some shit that's just got my penis hard.
Oh my god, he's got a boner.
Let me just play the video.
Stop! KO.
That's right, Iron Mike Tyson is back on the pads. The video he's just released recently has been doing the rounds. I think about every professional fighter's shared this video. This is exciting. He did confirm on a video with T.I. that he was going to be getting back in the ring for a few exhibition bouts. All the money will be going to charity. The fuck is going to agree to fight him is what I want to know. If we could do some sort of legacy fight, get Evander out, get Lennox Lewis out, maybe Shannon the Cannon Briggs would be up for a fight. Let's go, champ! I mean, he's still training. I think he's just signed up with bare knuckle boxing as well, BKFC. Get Shannon, get him a fight. He's always wanting to fight someone. After seeing that video, who the fuck would want to step in the ring with Iron Mike? I mean, the last time he was in the ring was back in 2005 when he fought Kevin McBride and unfortunately quit in his corner. But that video, it's just a sense of nostalgia, I think, and everyone's getting excited seeing it. Everyone wants to see him back in the ring. And he just looks like he's not missed a beat. Mike, the world is excited to see what you're going to display for us. I think that'll be it for today, guys. So, if you like it, give me a listen next time. Cheers, guys.